Good morning, how are you today? Gonna do another little get ready with me video. Not that I'm going anyplace all that exciting. Well, actually I am. I'm going to the mall, and that's sort of exciting for me, and I will tell you why in a minute or as we do this video. Walk and talk, Monique. Already have my moisturizer on. I'm still loving Bravina Daily Hydration Moisturizer. If you haven't tried it yet, it is really awesome. And here's something kind of cool. They did these were one of the gifts that all of the people who went to the Oscars got. I know this because friends of mine who were at the Oscars told me that, and they told me that they saw a picture of me there, so that was kind of fun. So, you know, once again, my invitation to the Oscars must have gotten lost in the mail. But hey, at least a picture of me was there, and I get to use the same terrific products. So that was kind of cool. Like I said, just going to the mall today because my charger for my laptop computer died and I have to go to the Apple store. And since I'm there, I'm gonna hit Sephora, because I always do. And I think I'm gonna go to Zara and do some clothes shopping. My foundation today. Makeup Forever. This is their matte velvet, which I like because it holds up really well. I'm going to experiment with something today. I have been really investing a lot of time and effort into skincare, and so I want a very sheer foundation. So I'm actually going to mix my foundation on my palette with some of my current favorite sunscreen. I have no idea if these two are going to blend together well or not, but what the heck? Let's give it a shot. So, get some sunscreen in there, about equal amounts, maybe a little more sunscreen than foundation. And I will take my palette knife. Does it blend? Does it mix? It seems to. It doesn't seem to be separating. Let's see how this is going to work. Great sound quality there, huh? This is my Sigma Soft Blend Concealer Brush, which I realize is very small for a foundation brush, but I have really grown to like having a small brush to do my foundation. Oh, that made it very nice and sheer. Ooh, ooh, yay! Now, as my concealer, I'm just going to use some of the same Makeup Forever Matte Velvet straight without cutting it with the... See, this is something that I need to get at Sephora today. Under my eyes, I'm going to be using the Color Science Total Eye. It has a bit of a peachy orange tint. In fact, if you look on my palette, you can see that it's a little bit oranger than my foundation. Not quite as opaque as the Joe Blasco, but it actually has properties in it that are good for your skin. It's not just a concealer. Also, it's thin enough you can touch up throughout the day with it, so I kind of like that. Foundation in the hairline. That's going to require a little cleanup. That's always annoying. This is the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminator in Glow. And I like this as my daytime highlighter. It doesn't seem, it just seems to be more of, I guess, like it says something, illuminating rather than a really bright, shiny highlighter. So I like a really bright, shiny highlighter at night. I like this during the day. It's just a little more subtle. Got a little carried away there. Didn't really mean to highlight there. Well, I don't imagine there's going to be anyone at the mall judging me on my makeup. Well, probably when I'm in Sephora, everybody there will be judging me on my makeup because that's what they do, but whatever. Nobody at the Apple store will care about my makeup. RCMA No Color Powder, which I'm applying with a puff. Very lightly, trying to learn to have a lighter hand with powder. It's tough for me. I have liked a very matte finish on my skin for most of my adult life, and liking a dewier finish is a new thing, so I'm still getting the hang of it. For my blush, this is ancient, obviously. This is MAC in Prism. You can see it's an almost nothing color. I have just a lip balm that has a slight pink tint on my lips right now, just for moisture. I'm going to be applying my Lip Sense, which I did a video about a few days ago. It's not the most moisturizing feel-good lipstick, but I'm gonna be trying on clothes and I don't wanna be thinking about my lipstick. I don't wanna think about my lipstick coming off on anything, and yeah. Plus I haven't worn it yet, and that'd be your main reason. I haven't worn it yet, and I wanna wear it. I did a video about this a few days ago called Kiss-Proof, something about Kiss-Proof lipstick, testing Kiss-Proof lipsticks. Isn't it amazing? You'd think I'd remember what I called something just a couple of days ago, but no. Very short-term memory. Anyway, if you want to learn more about it, I have all the information about it there. This is something that I purchased on Amazon. A lot of people claim that what's on Amazon is fakes. This is sold in a direct marketing, and I told any reps of Lip Sense to leave their information on that video. So if you are looking to purchase Lip Sense, then take a look at the comments for my video. I will drop the link to the video right there. And then you can find a lot of, distributors for Lip Sense. Just letting it dry. You need 3 layers, they said. I've always done 2, but a lot of distributors said that 3 layers is what it takes. I don't like the finish on the goddess. That is the color, this goddess. I don't like the finish on the goddess as much as I like it on the roseberry or the blue red. So there you go. Okay, let's get some eyebrows on. I'm using a combination of natural gray brown and soft charcoal. These are both Sephora eyebrow pencils. And I find that this is a very soft natural color. And I like a little more drama, but this is a little too much drama. So between the two, we get there. Scary side of the mirror. I love those really thick, solid, defined brows that you see on Instagram, but I like them on Instagram. I like them in a photograph. I think they look a little too much in real life. I think you can get away with it when you're 22, but when you're 52, a little softer is better. Just my opinion. You may have a different opinion. And you know what? We're both right because they're opinions. Amazing how one eyebrow always comes out so much better than the other. And for the record, that means the eyebrow you can see me putting on went a whole lot worse than the eyebrow you couldn't see me putting on. Yeah, I'm sorry. For my eyes today, I am using my chocolate gold palette from Too Faced, which just smells like heaven. Try not to blind you there. Look at those colors. Aren't those gorgeous? I love all of those colors and they're too sparkly for me, so I really can't wear them, but they are fun to look at. So I end up just using the 3 matte tones. First one is So Bougie. And I am applying this with my Sigma Diffused Crease Brush. Sigma Domed Utility Brush, and I'm going in with the darker shade of Cocoa, which is Cocoa Truffle, just a little bit. Right in the corner, and just a little in the crease. Always have to bring that a little bit more on this eye because this eye is a little lazier, even with my tight eye. I have done videos on a product called Tight Eye and Tight Neck and Tight Lip if you are interested in checking those out. And they do help give that a little more tension, but the day is coming where I may want to consider surgery. But I really just want it on one eye. I don't want it on both eyes. I just want to make both eyes match. Didn't Meryl Streep do something like that in one of her movies? Didn't she have a monologue with words to that effect? I seem to recall that. And they have a very soft vanilla color in this palette called Rolling in Dough. I'm just going to add a little bit of that right on the inner corner and also on the brow bone. And I know everyone likes a shimmer on the lid. I just don't like it right now. There are times when I do like it, but right now I'm not liking it, so I'm not doing it. As the blending challenged, I always take a clean brush and give everything a swoop, just to make sure. A Sephora eyeliner pencil, and this is Black Lace, which is a matte black. I always want that to be a really thin line, and I can never quite manage it. I also really want that to be a straight line, and I can never quite manage it. So I take my smudge brush. This is a Sigma smudge brush. By the way, Best of Sigma is they have a kit where you can buy a bunch of brushes, and I'll drop the link down below. Most of my brushes are that kit. So I just try to smudge it along and make it look better, because I'm not good at doing just a perfectly straight line, but by smudging it, it cheats it. It creates the illusion. You know I love me some tight lining. Gonna use the same pencil to go in under the eyelashes, but I'm not going all the way back. I really just want to sort of go right along the lash line, but on the inside, but not going real deep. When I go real deep, I do that when I want to do a smoky eye, because usually as soon as I blink, it drops down and gets underneath. So to avoid doing that, I try to do just right along the lashes, not... Does that make sense? Am I conveying that well? I don't know. Little bit of liquid liner. This is from my Deck of Scarlet palette. This is Galaxy. It's not quite black. It's a dark, dark, dark gray. Last time we spoke, I was going to get my hair done, and the color, somebody wrote in the comments, good luck, it's gonna keep pulling yellow. Oh my gosh, you were so right. After just a couple of days, I can see how yellow it is right here. It's gonna make me bonkers. As soon as I'm done shooting, I know I'm gonna be putting a toner on it, just to make it not yellow. Very annoying. Makeup in the hairline, that's also annoying. Okay, quit bitching, Monique. I bought a new mascara. So last time we talked, I said I was gonna go to get mascara, but that day, my back went out. I stood up to get a second cup of coffee. I was fine, and then I was not fine. So my plans for getting all dressed up and gussied up and you know, going to events for the Oscars didn't happen. I was flat on my back all weekend, just doing nothing except healing. And it's much better today, which is why I'm able to go to the mall. But yesterday I stopped by my mailbox, and right next door to my mailbox is a beauty supply. You think I didn't plan that? So I picked up Nyx Worth the Hype, and let's find out if it's worth the hype. In black, of course, because it's the only mascara I wear. I want the blackest black I can possibly find. And there you go. Nyx, worth the hype. Is it worth the hype? It goes on well. It's not clumpy. It seems to be fine. Was there hype? I don't know. But it's a good basic mascara. I'm pleased. Yeah, I like it. Okay, completely impractical. No reason in the world to do this because it is just daytime and I'm just going to the mall. But I'm gonna put on false eyelashes because I've been into false eyelashes lately. So I got these. I picked up a second pair yesterday. These are Ardell accent lashes, and this is $3.15. I like these because they're smaller and they go on easier. I use the Duo glue in the brush on applicator, and people have suggested that I just brush that on like eyeliner and then stick the lashes to it. I tried that when I went to the Streamy Awards. It was not successful for me, but if that method works for you, then awesome, rock on. I do like the brush because I can get a very fine application of glue. When I used to use my palette and a glob of glue, and then I put it on with the back of my, any tool that I happen to grab a hold of, usually my tweezers, I would get a little too much glue on and it would get globby. Always let the glue set up as long as you possibly can before sticking it on your eyes. If you hurry and slap that glue on while it's still really, really wet, it's gonna slide around. It's better if you just let it set up for a little bit and get tacky. It's surprising how long you can, yeah, I'm just totally vamping right now, just trying to kill time. Surprising how long you can let this set up, and you'd think the glue would be completely dry, and it actually makes your application so much easier. Tweezers. Mirror where you can see really, really close. That random hair wants to stick out. Well. So while we're waiting for that glue to dry, I have shopping issues. I don't shop very often. I am resistant to shopping. I like having new clothes, I love having, but it's hard for me to shop. And I realized the reason why, when I was married in 2000, we moved away from Los Angeles up to Ventura, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away from LA. And in Los Angeles, if you don't live right in LA, you don't live in LA as far as anyone's concerned. And when my husband chose to move us up to Ventura, I stopped having a social life. I didn't have any girlfriends there. I never made any girlfriends in Ventura. I tried, but I never made any friends. And as a result, I spent 7 years with no close girlfriends. Sure, every once in a while I'd come down to LA and I'd see a girlfriend, but out of sight, out of mind. So shopping became, you know, me going to the mall by myself. And I think there's something really special about going shopping with a girlfriend. I think it's an activity that is just really fun. And I tended to buy really boring things when I would be alone. I only made safe choices. I didn't make bold choices because there's something about, you know, you see a pair of pants that just you think are silly, and then you take them into the dressing room with your girlfriend and you put them on and you're laughing about them, and you put them on, you're like, you know what? I kind of like them. I think they work. So then you buy them and you end up with something in your wardrobe that is a little more fun than you might have purchased for yourself if you were just alone. Because I find that when I'm alone, I tend to get very, very practical. And when I get very, very practical, I end up just not buying anything. Okay, I think I killed enough time. So that brought us up to about 2007, and that's when we divorced. And, or was it 2006? Anyway, I moved back to LA, started resuming friendships with girlfriends, but it was kind of a dark period in my life. Anybody who's gone through a divorce knows that you're not always in the best place right then. So I wasn't doing a lot of shopping, etc., etc. And then I was really broke. So I started selling blenders, and I was on the road selling blenders, first with Blendtec, then with Vitamix. And I'm gonna go get a darker eyeliner because I don't think that gray is gonna quite cover up that seam good enough. I'll be right back. This is another Deck of Scarlet eyeliner. It's just in a black rather than a dark gray. Just right over, right there along that seam. Just to blur that edge. I like that dark gray. I wanted that dark gray, but that dark gray not going to cover up the black eyeliner right on that seam of that eyelash. So anyway, so when I was selling blenders for a long time, I wore a uniform. And I was working 7 days a week. And when you're working 7 days a week in a uniform, you don't go shopping. And somehow in those 18 years of not shopping, I kind of lost the knack of shopping. So today, I want to go shopping. Oh, that's fun. Since I have to go to the mall to get a new cord, I have decided that I'm going to make myself go to Zara and go shopping. I might also hit H&M, but I really am just going to try to hit one store. You know, it's funny, you see these people and they go on these shopping jaunts and they bring bags and bags and bags home, and I don't have that much money, so I'm still bargain shopping, but it's hard to make myself do that. So I'm excited. I'm gonna go to the mall today. I would like to acquire a couple of new blouses or shirts. I'm not really sure what. Something in a bright color, just something that I could wear with a skirt, with a pair of slacks, really basic. Just I think I'd like a button down, maybe a silk blouse. Just something pretty that would work with a suit, would work with slacks, would work with a suit skirt. I can wear it for auditions. I can wear it for just a nice night out, just to go out to dinner or something. So I'd like to try to acquire a couple of blouses, and I would like a pair of black pants. I want black pants in that shorter length that shows shoes, because I have recently been gifted with a few new pairs of shoes, and that's very exciting for me. And I want pants that show the shoes, and this shorter length with a flared hem is very exciting to me right now. I like the way it looks. At first I looked at them and I went, oh, it looks like high waters, but now I've really sort of wrapped my brain around it, and now it'll probably be gone in 6 months, but I don't care. I'm gonna go buy myself a couple of blouses and hopefully a pair of black pants, and maybe at the end of this video I will, if I'm successful at the mall, I will try them on and show you. Maybe not. It's my setup here at home is terrible for photographing clothes. It just doesn't make them look good, so there's that. I know, I'm giving you like the most scattered videos lately because I'm not really focused on doing like videos for a specific reason. They're just sort of like, well, I'm hanging out, so why don't you hang out with me? And on that note, I've been toying with the idea of learning how to do live streaming, and maybe doing a once a week live stream where I just hang out and have a glass of wine, and I'm still looking into it, and there's a lot of technical stuff that my brain just doesn't really understand, and Colby is not going to explain it to me because he's a cat, and Sequel is, you know, he's a younger generation and probably much more tech savvy, but once again, he will not share that information with me because he's a cat. But I would like to learn how to do live streaming and maybe have a once a week BYOB where we just hang out together, and if you have questions for me, you can ask me in that live environment and I can answer it live right there. I really have no idea how this works, can you tell? But that is my goal. So that's it. That's where I'm at today. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. I love you bunches, and I will talk to you very, very soon.